Welcome, welcome, world. This is the Simone and Tasha show. Hey, Tasha.
Hey Simone, how are you?
Good, good. How's it going?
Good, good, good.
Tasha, I came across something online
hmm
where this woman said that her wife is bisexual. And so now they've been married for a couple of years, and her wife wants to get a boyfriend.
Wow. Okay. So they got married, but
Yes.
the one wife went into the marriage knowing that the other wife was bisexual.
Yes.
Okay. Um. So that's interesting.
I know. But the first thing that I thought about, I've always thought about this, with bisexual people, I've always thought, giving them the benefit of the doubt, that if you're bisexual, okay, when you're with a man, you're with that man. If you're in a committed relationship, when you're with that one person, you're with that one person. And you wouldn't ask that person to to allow you to have an extra partner on the side if you're bisexual. Because even though you're bisexual, I always thought it meant that whoever you were with and committed to, then the commitment was there and the commitment would be strong. But that wasn't the case in this situation.
So, but what was the individual asking? I guess I want to be clear on. They're married. One is bisexual, so is she asking the wife, can she now have a boyfriend? Is that
Yes. She's
okay?
saying, so her argument to her wife, I suppose, or her plea or whatever, is that, okay, you knew I was bisexual, so now we are married, and although we're in this committed relationship,
Right.
I still want to be with someone of the opposite sex.
Mm. Interesting. So here's my thing. I mean, different relationships work different for different people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my take on that when you're in a committed relationship is just that.
Right.
Whether you're straight, bisexual, I mean, whatever, you're in a committed relationship, you're usually committed just to that one individual.
Yep.
Um, so I guess my question is, did they have a conversation when they got married about the other wife, like possibly having other people in their marriage or, another individual? I mean, because these days some people do have those conversations.
Right. But from what I could tell from this post, I could tell that this woman, who is a lesbian, thought that she was going to marry this bisexual woman, and the woman would be committed only to her. So
Okay.
she was surprised when her wife came to her and said, "I want to have a boyfriend."
Okay. I got you.
She was
So,
surprised.
okay. Okay. So my take on that, and this is just me, you guys. For me, it's the bisexual part. And when
Mm-hmm.
I say that is because I feel like if an individual expressed from the very beginning that they're bisexual, then they like both sides of the playing field. And
Mm-hmm.
that's okay.
Yep.
That's your preference, no problem. So to me, I feel like if you decide to marry this individual, then from the door what you're walking into, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I still am all for like in a committed relationship, you're committed to that one person. However, when you start bringing in, like if you decide to date a bisexual individual, then
Mm-hmm.
to me, I feel like at some point, that bisexual individual, marriage or not, is gonna want that other sex. Am I wrong for thinking that, or
Well, I don't think like that, because for me, I'm thinking, if you're married to someone,
right?
like I'm married to you, and then I come to you and say, okay, I want another woman on the side. That's, to me, that's the same thing. Marriage is marriage to me,
It
unless you agree that you are in a polyamorous relationship or you're in an open relationship. If the two of you thought you were in a monogamous marriage, then
right.
it would be a shock for somebody to come and say they want somebody to date somebody else.
Well, and I can see that point as well. But for me, it's like when you get in a relationship with this bisexual person, that's why I said, and I think in a previous episode, is that you need to put it all out on the table. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you identify as a bisexual person and you decide that you want to go down the road of marriage, I do feel like you and that individual need to have the conversation about what does that look like if we decide to marry each other. Does that mean like this individual would later down the line in the marriage say, oh, I think I want a boyfriend, or I think I want a girlfriend? Is that, what it looks like? Or like you said, if we're married, and if you're bisexual or whatever, okay, that's fine. But in this marriage, it's just going to be me and you. Like, I feel like that's a conversation that needs to be had from the very beginning.
Yep. And you know what? I would love my bisexual sisters to comment, like, and subscribe, because I want to hear from y'all.
Definitely tap in. I really
want to hear to see if everyone is thinking the same way. Does a bisexual female feel that if she's with a lesbian, then it's okay to also have a boyfriend on the side? Isn't that cheating? Or do you feel like because you're bisexual, it's understood that you're going to want to have both at the same time? I never thought that that's what bisexual meant. To me, it always meant you're with one person, you're committed. When you finish with that relationship, you go with whoever else you want. But I never thought it meant that you're with one person and then you could also be with someone else just because you are attracted to both sexes. I never thought that.
Right. So we would love to see what your take is, you guys, because it's an interesting topic. I mean, like I told Simone, when those two individuals decide to marry, this particular couple didn't seem like they had that conversation, in the very beginning. But what if they did have the conversation? What is your take on that? Like, in the beginning, if they said, okay, we're going to marry each other, one says, I'm bisexual and this what it may look like in the future, X, Y, and Z, then, that's a different relationship too.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, if you have that conversation, even if you have the conversation, you say you're getting married to anybody.
Right.
And you say to them, I will marry you because I really want to be with you. But I also have desires to be with other people. If you said that to somebody and they still want to marry you, then more power to y'all.
Right.
If y'all agreed to that, then, that's fine. Love is love and your relationship is your relationship. But to come after you've been married now and not have that conversation, but now you're in 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years into the marriage and saying that you want to be with someone else of the opposite sex because you're bisexual, yeah, I think that, I don't know.
So I will say this, you guys. Like Simone said, it was a post. For me, the one individual that would like to have a boyfriend in their marriage, she needs to go talk to her wife. that would be my advice, like on that post. Right. Because you're not gonna find your answer for real probably in like a social media post.
Would be so scattered all over the place.
For sure.
That's something that you and your wife need to sit down and y'all need to work that out.
For sure.
And if y'all could work it out and maintain your marriage, then more power to you,
Definitely.
But I think it would be a shock to most people in a committed monogamous relationship for their partner to come and say, now I want another woman. I want a boyfriend. I want there to be 3 of us, 4 of us.
Yeah.
Unless y'all discuss this, unless you're both in agreement, that might be a deal breaker, end of the road for that marriage.
Right. And see, the other part of that is this: we're talking about they're in a marriage, so they ain't just like a relationship or dating. You know what I mean? Like they're married, so that's a whole different ball game as well. So let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Let us know what y'all think. We trying to help. We trying to help out here in these streets. We're just trying to help the sisters out here in these streets, y'all. This podcast is for you. So tell a friend to tell a friend. We have so many topics where we're talking about different lesbian issues. And now we're incorporating travel because Tasha and I have been traveling. So we want to put y'all up on game on what we've been learning with travel.
For sure.
Yep. So you're going to see a lot of videos on here too from Tasha, Wonderless Passport Adventurers. And she's going to be encouraging y'all to come travel, meet us here, meet us there. She could even arrange the travel, make the arrangements for y'all on the travel. So we're going to have a lot more on this channel. So y'all stay tuned, and keep up. All right? Because we've posted all about our journey here in Thailand and how much it costs and everything. We know y'all trying to get out the U.S. We know what y'all trying to get out of different places. So, hey, stay tuned because we got the answers for you. Reach out to us. We got our information in the description. You can reach us and we'll help you get to where you need to be or help you stay where you are if you feel like this travel life is not for you. But hey, either way, y'all, we trying to help y'all with y'all relationships. Right?
Exactly. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on the next one.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace, guys.